guys, today I'm filming my Hit or Quit It Thoughts on Hauls number 64. If you guys are unfamiliar with this series, basically I'm reviewing the products I hauled 10 months back to let you know my current thoughts on those products. I will have my playlist linked down below. I will also link down below the original video and list and link all the items that I mentioned. So this was a pretty big haul, but I don't actually have a ton of the products here to share with you, so hopefully I can run through this a little quickly. As always, if you're curious about the great deals I got these products on, check out the original video. It is very rare that I buy things full price. Usually I am able to use a great coupon code or I get products when they are on sale. So first we'll start with some of the things that I purchased from Ulta. So I repurchased two of my Holy Grail powders from Maybelline, and this first one is a bit of a sore spot for me. This is the Maybelline SuperStay Better Skin Powder in the shade number 10 Porcelain. This is the best pressed powder I've ever used, and unfortunately this has been discontinued. So this is the very last one I have here. I am treasuring it. This gives such great coverage. I can actually apply this with a sponge like a powder foundation and it looks stunning on the skin. It gives great coverage, but it doesn't look too cakey. It looks very natural, and the powder lasts me for a very long amount of time. I would love to try to get some backups of this. My friend Jean had sent me some that she had purchased off of Amazon that came from the UK. I don't know if it's just a different formula over there or if it is a knockoff product, because the texture, the color, the everything is different on that powder, so that's a bit of a shame. So I've not seen it come up at Big Lots or TJ Maxx or Marshalls yet, which is a shame because it's been discontinued since, like, I don't know, for a while now, which is really sad. So I would love to get some backups of it because it is my favorite pressed powder. However, I don't tend to use pressed powder very much anymore. I am almost always setting my face with a loose powder, or I'll set my face with a loose powder and then go over with a bit of a colored pressed powder. So I don't think I need a pressed powder in my life. Like, I've tried the replacement, the SuperStay Full Coverage Powder. I don't have a good shade for me, so I haven't really been able to test the powder to its fullest potential. I'm hoping to use it next year, but anyway, this is my favorite pressed powder. It's a Holy Grail product of mine. I might try to scour the internet for it, but for now I'm okay. I do still need to get through some of the other powders in my collection first. And then the other one is the Maybelline Fit Me Loose Powder in the shade 5 Fair. This is an amazing loose powder. A lot of people use this to set their under eyes. It gives a lot of coverage and it can look a little heavy for me, so I don't prefer it under the eye. But it's awesome for setting the face. It does help set makeup, gives me a little bit of extra coverage. It doesn't make me look too cakey, but the reason I love it the most is because I mix this with the Too Faced Peach Perfect Loose Powder. That one is a little peachy and it oxidizes a little dark on me, which makes my makeup look too dark. So when I mix in some of this powder, it helps a lot consistency wise, but mostly it helps with the color, and I absolutely love it. So this powder is amazing on its own, but also mixed in with that other powder in particular to set my entire face is a Holy Grail product for me as well. Then I had a little sample of the Beauty Blender Solid Cleanser. That was an awesome product. It did a great job of getting all the makeup out of my sponges. I currently I'm using the Dr. Bronner's bar soap, which I think works just as well, and it's much cheaper and you get much more soap. I like the lavender and the peppermint scent. You can get that from Ulta, Target. It's pretty affordable. I like to use bar soap for my sponges, but I don't for my brushes. I feel like it gets too stuck in the brushes, that I have a bit of like a soapy residue to them, but I don't like using liquid soap with my sponge. It just feels like it doesn't get in there deep enough. So I do really enjoy that product. However, I won't repurchase it because the Dr. Bronner's works just as well for me. Then I had purchased the ColourPop Creme de la Creme highlighter palette, which had some really beautiful shades and they were all light. So they actually would have worked for me, which I was super excited about because most highlighter palettes, most of the shades are too dark. I was really excited because I thought this was going to be one of the Super Shock highlighter palettes, and it wasn't. It was a pressed powder palette. And it wasn't super pigmented, it wasn't super reflective. The swatches looked chalky on my skin, which is crazy because I'm so pale, so usually things don't look that chalky on me. And I ended up returning it. It just did not have the color payoff, the metallic payoff I was looking for, and I was really hoping it was going to be a Super Shock palette. Then I had gotten a little freebie of the Beauty by Pop Sugar Be Calm Lip Sol. I have not used that yet. I still have it in my collection. I think it's one of the next ones, the next oldest in my collection for me to use, so I will review that at a later date. Then I had gotten a little mini of the Laura Geller Baked Gelato Swirl Illuminator in the shade Diamond Dust, which is a beautiful highlighter. However, I did just declutter it, so it is like a nice light icy shade with a pink duochrome shift. But Ofra's Cloud 9 highlighter in collab with Nikki Tutorials is a very similar shade, and I do prefer that formula, so I did let go of the Laura Geller, but it is a nice product. You can find that from time to time at TJ Maxx as well, so it's a good product. It's a nice formula, but I don't like those like baked formulas of highlighters. They're like the Baked Gelée formula, which is what this is. That's just not my favorite to work with. I feel like it's harder to pick up on a brush, but this one was good. I just have something else where I like the formula a little bit more. Then we had some things from Sephora. So the first was, I guess, a 100-point perk of the Drunk Elephant Bee Hydra Intensive Hydrating Serum. This is a nice hydration boost. However, you guys know hydration is not something that I particularly need, and I didn't notice anything crazy from this for how expensive it is, so I would not repurchase it. Then I had gotten a little mini of the GlamGlow Star Potion Liquid Charcoal Clarifying Oil. I have not used this one yet. You guys will see me review this in a 365 days of samples update. And then I had gotten a couple Sephora play bags. So this one was called Back to School Beauty. In it, you had the Laneige Water Sleeping Mask. I have not used it yet. Again, I'm trying to use my products oldest to newest, so this should be something I'm using soon. It's crazy that I still have a product from 10 months ago, so hopefully this is coming up soon to use. So again, follow my 365 days of samples series to hear my thoughts on that. The next thing in that bag was the NARS Pro Prime Smudge Proof Eyeshadow Base. I have heard this raved about for years as an amazing eyeshadow primer for people with oily lids, which is what I have, and it was really out of my price range, so I really got this bag mostly to try out this eyeshadow primer, and no, like, it did not do anything extra special for me. It worked just as well as the Urban Decay eyeshadow primer potion, and I did find that it clumped on my lids a little bit in some of like the lines that I have, but it literally didn't do anything for me, and I was very disappointed. I'm really happy I didn't buy it, like a full size of it, that I just got to try it out in this bag, but no, I was not happy with that. I mean, it was fine. I think it was just a letdown, so I definitely would not repurchase it. If I got another one, I'd use it up, but I would not repurchase that. Then came the Grande Lips Hydrating Lip Plumper. I am using one of these up right now. I do actually really enjoy this product. It definitely tingles, but it's not too overpowering for me. However, I know that lip plumpers are very personalized on what works for you and what doesn't. If the buxom lip glosses irritate your lips, then you can't use this. This will be too intense, but I do really enjoy it, and I've liked it more as I've been trying to pan the one I have, and I do have a backup, which was the one from this update that is unused, so I am going to be excited to use it. I definitely do recommend it. It's not something I would buy in the full size, but if I got another one in a Sephora play, I would definitely hang on to it. Then we had the MakeUpForEver Artist Rouge Cream Lipstick in C211, which is a very pretty mauve shade. I've gotten this 100 times over, so this is something I did end up giving to my mom. I do think it's a pretty color. It's a very comfortable formula, but I'm not blown away by it. So it's not something that I would repurchase formula or color wise, but like I said, it was good. It just wasn't amazing. I feel like a lot of brands can do bullet lipsticks well. And then we had the Moroccan Oil Dry Texture Spray. I haven't used that one. I just don't use texturizers. I should. I hardly ever do anything with my hair. I straightened it today and I'm loving it. Even though my hair is like basically in between straight and wavy, it looks so much more put together. I need to make more of an attempt to do that for work and stuff. But yeah, I just don't do enough to my hair, and I haven't used that product, so that's something I need to try for sure. And then I had the Amika Velveteen Dream Smoothing Shampoo, Conditioner, Foil samples. It was fine. I really have not ever, I don't think, tried a high-end shampoo conditioner that I love enough that I would actually repurchase it. So it was fine, but nothing crazy. Then I had gotten another Sephora play bag. This one, was themed. So sometimes they'll have these like Sephora Play Smarts collections. I don't think they've done one in a really long time, but last year they had done several where they're like themed kits, and this one was K-Beauty. So this bag did cost more than other bags. There were 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 products, so that's why it did cost a little bit more. And I was so excited for it because there were so many things that I really wanted to try. The first being the Belief Moisturizing Eye Balm. So this is like a gel-based eye cream, but it didn't do much for me. I didn't love it, but my sister is absolutely obsessed with this. So I did end up giving it to her because I had gotten one previously in a Sephora Play. So it's a good eye cream. It's just not my favorite. Then I had gotten the Belief True Cream Moisturizing Balm, which is probably my favorite nighttime moisturizer. However, I'm not too picky at nighttime. I just want something that's really hydrating. I'm much more picky about my daytime moisturizer, but it's a really good one. I absolutely love it. I do have several more minis that I will be very happy to work through. And also, if you guys are lucky enough to get a Belief foil sample of the eye cream or the moisturizer from a Sephora order, you actually get a ton of product. So I definitely say if they're available, snag them for sure. And then I had a little mini jar of the Laneige Lip Sleeping Mask in the original strawberry scent. I love this, and I don't like lip products that are not mint. So at first I wasn't crazy about it, but I've gotten used to the scent. I do really enjoy it, and it is a very hydrating product. And again, I had gotten one before as a 100-point perk, I believe, and then I do have 2 little minis of it that are in my backup drawer right now that I'm gonna get to. Like I said, I'm trying to use my lip treatment products like one at a time, oldest to newest, but I do really enjoy it. It is something I would buy in the full size. I thought $20 for the full size was really expensive, but like you get so much product. It is gonna last me forever, and they do have some different holiday kits out right now, which I think would be a good opportunity for people, but it's something that I do think is worth the hype. It is very, very hydrating. I love the way it feels on my lips, and I really enjoy the scent. The other product was the Herborian CC Cream in the shade Fair. I did end up passing this on to my friend Ami because it was too dark for me and a little too orangey, so I'm not even really sure how it wore, the coverage. I don't think it gave much, but I didn't mess with it too much after doing like a patch test and seeing it was way too dark and orange. Then I had a mini of the Glow Recipe Watermelon Glow Sleeping Mask. I have not tried it yet. I hate the smell of watermelon, but hopefully I can get past it in this product because I know it's very raved about. And the last thing is the Saturday Skin Rub-a-Dub Defining Peel Gel, and I have not tried this one yet either. I'm very bad about using peels. I just used one up that was very old, so I've got some more to get through. But again, any of these little deluxe size skincare products you will eventually hear me review in my 365 days of sample series. I don't think I'm ever going to stop doing that series unless one day I unsubscribe from Sephora Play, but I don't see that happening. But I love testing out those products for you guys. You just know that it takes me forever to get through them, but I will be able to review it for you guys at some point in that series. Next, I had gotten some things from Too Faced. It is very rare that I actually purchase from a brand's website, but they were having free shipping and 50% off their primers and setting sprays. So I thought this would be a great time to pick up some items from the Peach Perfect line, which is exclusive to the Too Faced website and Sephora. Unfortunately, it's not sold at Ulta, where I wish it was, because this line is perfect for my oily skin type. So I got the travel size of the Primed and Peachy Cooling Matte Skin Perfecting Primer and the full size of the Peach Mist Mattifying Setting Spray. I have so many deluxe size primers in my collection. I knew I didn't really need a full size because it's going to take me long enough to get through what I've got. But for the setting spray, I knew I needed to buy a full size because I think mini setting sprays, you go through them way too quickly and they really aren't a good value, I don't think. So that is why I got the full size of this one, and it was an amazing price, getting 50% off. That doesn't happen very often. So I was a little bit nervous about the Peach setting spray because I've heard mostly bad things about it, and that it does leave like white blotches on your face, and it absolutely can, because it basically has like loose mattifying powder in the spray. So it says shake me baby on it, and you really do need to shake the crap out of this before you apply it. And I do occasionally get a little white splotch, but I can just blend it out pretty easy. This actually is a really nice mattifying setting spray. It has a great scent, and this is something I would actually repurchase, believe it or not. And not to spoil my haul, but I actually have. So what's really awesome is that Sephora has a duo pack of the full-size setting spray and primer for a really great price. And then there was one weekend where Too Faced was 20% off at Sephora, Ulta, and the Too Faced website. So I did buy the full-size set of the 2 of these, and I'm so excited about it. So this is a product I definitely recommend if you have very oily skin. You just need to shake the crap out of it. And then I have the Primed and Peachy Cooling Matte Skin Perfecting Primer. This is a very good mattifying primer. I do find that it does mesh well with my other skincare products and other primers I would use on top of this, which is great because for me, either mattifying primers don't mattify me at all, or they're like glue, they ball up on my skin, my makeup looks a hot mess, and this is definitely one of the best ones that I've tried, so I absolutely would repurchase it. I already have. So again, I recommend this line in general. The powder, the foundation, the primer, the setting spray, I think all of those work so well for oily skin, and those 2 products I'm so happy that I picked up because I really fell in love with them. Next, I had gotten some products from The Balm, and if I'm remembering correctly, they had their Batter Up Shadow Sticks on sale, getting 3 for the price of 1, which I think is like $15 to $17. So I thought that was a fantastic deal. And I had purchased one of these in the shade Curveball, which is a beautiful copper color, like on clearance from a Nordstrom rack a few years back, and I really love the formula, and I always kick myself in the butt afterwards for not buying more shades. So I thought this is a great opportunity to get some more shades, and I was really trying to replace my color tattoos from Maybelline because those had just dried out, and I don't prefer using a shadow pot because I have to use a brush or my finger. I definitely prefer using shadow sticks, and I do use a cream base every single day underneath of my lid shades. So the 3 colors I had purchased would, shut out. Let's say the sticker fell off the bottom, which is like a golden bronze. I was hoping this one would be either a little more gold or a little more bronze, but it's like a really like antique gold color. So there, that one is. Then I had the shade Outfield, which is a beautiful dark forest green. And again, this is similar to one of the limited edition Maybelline color tattoos from a fall collection several years back. But this one is darker. This is very deep, especially for me. And then the other one I have is in the color Pinch Hitter, which is like a taupey purple color. And here is what that one looks like. So over the past several months, I've actually seen several of these shades pop up at TJ Maxx, Marshalls for around $3 or $4. And that was like several months ago. I actually just saw one the other day, but that's a bit random. I think most of them are sold out, but you can definitely check. Unfortunately, some of my favorite shades were not available there. Like Curveball is not available. The lightest like champagne pink color is not available. They did have some of these, but I'm like, oh gosh, I bought mine for a little bit more. But anyway, this is a very good formula. They're very pigmented. They are able to blend a little bit if you blend them kind of right after you apply them, but then they do set down, which is really nice. They don't crease on me. I absolutely love this formula. I definitely think the shades could be a little better. They could have a little bit more variety, and the shades to me are so dark, much darker than I'd go for, so I don't think I would repurchase any of these shades again. All the colors aren't for me though. However, I did just, again, spoiler for my project pan, I did just use up the shade Curveball. It's stunning. It's amazing. I want to get like 5 backups of it. I love it so much. So if the Balm does a great sale again, I will be happy to get several of that shade in particular because the formula is amazing. But that color, it's like a rose gold and copper mixed together, which is one of my favorite shades. There are so many ColourPop Super Shocks that are similar to that kind of color, which is just one of my favorites to wear on the lid. So I definitely recommend this formula in general. They have a lot of great shades. Like I said, I would recommend checking out TJ Maxx and Marshalls to see if you can find any of the colors, but Curveball is definitely my favorite for a little freebie sample product. I'm pretty sure I got free shipping with this order too, or else I probably wouldn't have placed it. So the little freebie is a mini of the Balm Mary Luminizer. This is just like the little size that they tend to include in little Ipsy bags and whatnot. This is the oldest highlight in my collection, the full size, but it's my favorite. It is my most perfect highlight. I'm wearing it today. It's amazing. I love this color. I think it works well for so many different skin tones. It is a really beautiful champagne golden color. I definitely recommend this for anyone that has like a fair to medium complexion. It's super beautiful, really reflective, and a nice creamy formula that's very easy to apply. A holy grail product of mine, and I'm so happy to have that mini. I just can't give it up even though I have it in a palette. I've got the full size. No, I have to hold on to that because it is my favorite highlight. So then I had my Sephora Play and a couple things that my sister had gotten in her Sephora Play that she had given to me. So the first one was the Biossance Squalane and Probiotic Moisturizer. This was a great gel-based moisturizer. It worked really well for my oily skin type. However, you got such a tiny amount in that jar. I was only able to use it for a few days, and I don't overuse product. I'm actually very conservative with the amount of product I used, and I know the brand itself is too expensive for me, but after getting that like sad excuse for a sample, that did not encourage me to want to buy the full size of it. Then I had gotten from my sister this little mini of the Marc Jacobs Highliner Matte Gel Crayon in Earthquake. Let me look. Yeah, Earthquake, which is the matte brown color. Ooh. Oh no. Oh my gosh. Let's see if it's dried out or not. Oh no. What is wrong with this thing? Yeah, let me try to swatch it and see if it's dried out. I don't think I've ever used it. Unfortunately, it won't go down all the way. That's weird. Fell on the floor. Hold on. I don't know what I'm doing to myself here. Let's see if it draws. Oh yeah. It still works. Good. I definitely need to use it, and I'm sure I'm smushing it in the cap right now because it won't freaking go down. Anyway, a very nice dark brown. These liners are really nice. They do have more of a dry formula, which is good because it lasts well in the waterline. Not the best for applying on the upper lash line, but for the waterline it's great. I just don't put colors in my waterline very much. Recently, I have something today. It's an Urban Decay liner, and literally like 10 minutes after I applied it, I already got it like down here. However, I have a beautiful Maybelline Copper on my lower lash line. That one has stayed in place, but somehow the one from my freaking waterline got like down here. So I have a terrible time with liners in my waterline. That one does work well for me. And it kind of depends on my makeup look. Sometimes I don't feel like it's that flattering on my eye shape, and my eyes run really badly, which is why I don't tend to wear them a ton. But that is a good formula. I wouldn't buy one in the full size though for the full price. No ma'am. Then I had gotten the Tarte Lights Caramel Lashes Mascara. This is a very dry formula. It's a natural bristle brush. Gives some good length, a little separation, but I don't like dry formulas because they just dry out too quickly. This is not my favorite mascara at all. I would not repurchase it, and I probably wouldn't even use up any more minis if I got them. I'd most likely give them away, or like put them in a giveaway or give them to a friend or family member. Then I had the Clinique Moisture Surge 72-hour auto replenishing hydrator. I've gotten this so many times I can't even tell you. It is a good gel-based moisturizer that I like for the nighttime because it is pretty hydrating even though it's a gel. It's fine. I wouldn't purchase it. I just get annoyed that I keep getting it because I want to try something different. Then I had gotten the Sephora Collection Rouge Gel Lip Liner in number 2, Nothing But Nude. This is a beautiful peachy nude, and unfortunately mine is missing. I put it in a project pan. I do feel very sure that it fell out of my car at my in-laws' house, and I haven't been there in a really long time. So I feel very sure it's rolling around outside somewhere, or maybe it's disappeared somewhere in our apartment that I can't find, although I never ever ever lose makeup. So it is killing me to my core that I can't find it because the color is beautiful and the formula was really nice. So I hope I do find it because it was a good product. I mean, I'm not going to go repurchase it, but if like someone had a little mini up for grabs, I would absolutely take it. It was a really good product. Then I had the Fresh Sugar Dream Lip Treatment, which was like a really pretty pink color. It had like a sweet candy scent mixed with their classic lemony scent. I did like the product. The color was pretty. It was just like a light sheer tint of color, and it is a really nice moisturizing product. It is really thin and slippery though, so it's not deeply hydrating. It just feels nice and comfortable when it's on your lips. I wouldn't purchase these in the full size. They're so expensive, and unfortunately the minis break very easily. They're not something that you can put in your pocket. You definitely can't leave it in your car, but I would be nervous to buy a full size and have it break like the minis do. So I will be ecstatic to get these in a Sephora play box or as a freebie. I would absolutely use them up. I love to try them out, but that's not something that I would buy in the full size. Then I had the DP Hue HCV Apple Cider Vinegar Hair Rinse. I have not used this. I'm worried about the scent, and you guys know I don't do anything more than just basic stuff with my hair, but I will try it eventually. And then I had the Cover FX Illuminating Primer. This is a very hydrating primer that gives a little bit of like a natural dewy look to the skin. It is good, but it's not for me. You guys know I am a matte girl through and through. Then I had a little sample of the Touch in Sol Metalist Liquid Foil and Glitter Shadow Duo in Titania, and I'm very sad to say that I really didn't get to use it much before it dried up. I did just recently declutter it, and it had sat there and sat there. The packaging was just a little weird, but again, for that product to be in a sample, it's really how it had to be. So I didn't even really get to use it to share my thoughts with you, which is a shame. I definitely should have used it. There was a decent chunk of time where I could have used it before it dried out. I may have used it once, but I can't remember my thoughts, which is a real shame. Then I had the Tristique Lip Glaze in Paris Pink, which was like a lip crayon in a really pretty light warm pink color, but I didn't love the formula of this. It was very sheer and patchy, which I did not enjoy at all. Then I had gotten some PR products from Derma E, the Hydrating Night Cream and Eye Cream. I did end up passing these on to a friend who was looking for an eye cream and had more of a dry skin type. And I tried the Hydrating Night Cream before. It just feels very heavy on my skin. I definitely did not enjoy that one, so I did pass those on. Then from Pixi, I had gotten the Glow Cake 3-in-1 Powder in Gilded Bare Glow and Pink Champagne Glow. And I kept the Gilded Bare Glow, which was like a champagne highlight, a peach blush, a warm bronzer, and then the pink one, I did put that in a giveaway, and those were like various shades of like pink to plum, which was really pretty. So I just didn't need both of them, so I did put one in a giveaway. The Gilded Bare Glow, I did recently give that one away as well because it just wasn't super pigmented for me. It was a pretty product, but I knew I wasn't going to reach for it over other things, so I did pass that on. And that is it. So those are my thoughts on all the products that I hauled in this video. So I would love to know your thoughts on these products in the comments down below. And I want to thank you all so much for watching this video. Please like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll talk to you soon. Bye, guys.